Vega squadrons turn to ban. Radiant team pick.
Oracle.
Vega squadrons turn to pick.
I speak for the Zeus.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Gyrocopter!
Radiant team ban. Vega squadrons turn to ban. Radiant team ban.
Alright. Hello guys. Yeah, we're gonna turn down the music. We're gonna bring it down low for a moment here. We're just gonna chill out. Scanton, he's BRBing. Like I mentioned to you guys in the chat, we don't have much chance to run around right now. There's no real downtime.
I'm back. I'm
Oh, he's
back.
back. He's back.
Yep.
He's a bad boy.
This is some fake chill, like your fake hype. I'm onto you. You know that. You're just a fraud.
What can I say?
You're always pretending to feel things that you're not really feeling. It's abusive.
I was feeling pretty chilled. It's okay though. Now I'll turn the game sounds back on, the intense music of dun 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 dun.
Do you cast with game music? Do you play with game music?
No, I turn off game music.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've had game music on for like 4 years or something.
Neither did I. I turned it on when I started casting. It was too awkward. Like during dead air, really felt like dead air without music going. Because I turned off the announcer too when I used to be able to. Now you can't.
At the draft, Huron and Zeus start for Vega Squadron. It's like the cheesiest thing in the world.
I know. That's my first question was going to be towards you.
Funnily enough, this is like an ancient apparition. I've been playing like games with like a South African stack, party MMR games, and this is like whatever. Like 2 of my friends have been picking Zeus and Furon every game. Offlane Zeus, jungle Furon. I mean, I really doubt that that's what Vega will do. But I guess they saw someone else doing it. It's something that's trending in like EU pubs or something. This is a popular type of keys. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. Like I've had this run against me. It's always gonna be a 5 stack and the same kind of thing. Like I wouldn't even be surprised if Vega just got their own Spectre at this rate. Like obviously it's banned out already, but you know what I mean. Like going towards the same idea. Yeah, that's right. I just noticed it was banned out. What do you think?
Was that a fake laugh?
No, it's really not. It's oh god, what's wrong with me? Laugh. What do you do in this strat? You got any global favorite heroes? Anything you like to buy those early boots on? Obviously that was the Ember ban, but in that sense of being the global presence.
I actually really like the global strat with Faceless Void. Yeah, we talked about earlier. We haven't really seen Voids coming up in EU or in NA yet much, but I think it's really nice to. I mean, that's what Void lacks. You got the control, but you don't have the damage. But if your whole team can deal damage from across the map, kind of works out.
It's kind of like using like Bane for relocates and stuff like that. Just setting it up. And it's just on a mega scale.
But I don't know if they do that because Nature's Prophet is almost always picked as an offlaner. You know, it could be a greedy support. But
I was just about to say, but then you just go back, like, they kind of switch it up, right? Like, you throw these two bans on an Ember and a Spectre, so they go, okay, well, with this opener, we can still just go full push, and it's just as good.
It's the funniest thing. This is, like, exactly what my South African stack has been. Okay, these are, like, the best players in South Africa. They're, like, 6k MMR players, but I've been like mocking them about, like, they keep going for these, like, strats which are global / push. And it's like, why don't you just pick one? And they're like, no. The whole point, I think, is meant to be that push is really good, gets countered by split push, but split push can't work against global. That's like the idea, I think. So you now need to fight against our Lycan, but then you still deal with the global. Like, the global is good against the split push, but it's also good just in a normal team fight. And so, like, Vega, what they do in the draft here is they kind of, like, put elements in an awkward position. You're not going to win by splitting. You're not going to win by fighting. And, I don't know, what are the other options? Are there other options?
I guess you have to, like, go Hellraisers mode, full death ball.
Go underneath them, like, push them before they push you. That's...
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, and they picked the Undying, so definitely, I mean, they don't actually, Elements don't have the heroes to really deal damage to buildings yet, but they certainly have heroes to, like, be aggressive earlier than Vega are aggressive, definitely. Try and just, like, dominate the lanes, and that's definitely what you do against the Lycan in general. Lycan's not a strong lane presence, and I think it makes good sense to approach the Lycan by going aggressive duel or aggressive tri-lane. Try and make sure the Lycan doesn't get to that Necro 3.
Reserve time.
Necro 3 is so scary, man. It's so much damage. I don't think I can handle it. Also, nice fake hype tweet, by the way. Someone just sent me that. I laughed.
Thank you. That was. I had to, like, Google to find the emotes. I don't know how to do that stuff. I was just like Riot emotes, and then I googled.
Oh, I'm liking this Lina ban. You know, you don't want to have to deal with that Laguna Blade on your poor Lycan. Eventually, he'll probably want to PKB. Tends to be one of those kind of heroes. Of course, if he can get away with it, I'm sure no one really wants to get one.
So, I was discussing earlier, the way you punish Lycan, you go aggressive, duel, aggressive, try. And the nice thing here, the way you punish Nature's Prophets, usually in the offlane, you pick, like, a greedy hero that beats it, like Anti-Mage. So Anti-Mage, I mean, they can't do it here because they have a gyro, but there's quite a few heroes that, like, beats a Nature's Prophet 1v1. And then you're, like, beating both the side lanes because the Lycan's weak early and because the Nature's Prophet loses the 1v1. So that could be the plan, and it's possibly why the Venge gets picked. I mean, Venge actually fits into the push, but it's also Venge plus AA plus Lycan. Now it's, like, not such a bad tri lane.
That's a pretty decent tri lane, yeah.
Yeah, you got insane damage coming out between the three of those heroes. It makes maybe Elements have to now second guess themselves and be like, is it really that easy to just go aggressive lane against them?
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, final pick here. They have almost no time remaining. Can we just get a pug now? No, that's way out in left field. A little bit. I assume this will be a mid hero. Obviously, they banned the Lina. Queen already gone. They go for the Medusa Deathball strat. Have you heard about this before?
What? Is it like Phase Boots Rapier? Is that the...
No, it's this... Everyone's been talking about it. Apparently, this 20-minute Deathball Medusa. That's the thing. Okay, obviously they're putting on... No, it's like, you just go for the max and the spells and you get, like, Phase Boots into... I think it's just, like, Manta style or something. Like, it's just Phase Boots, Drums, Manta or something.
But Slasher's Way is by Rapier, so...
Yeah, no, it's not Slasher's Way.
But Slasher is the best.
No, it's mostly
Slasher's Way is the only way.
I mean, he was right about Wind Ranger, so... Now he's right on everything.
I think he is. Slash is another one of those I was saying earlier, like Malini, like doesn't get enough credits as a professional player. I don't know if I was probably saying that to someone who wasn't you, but anyway.
It's true, but I believe you.
Slash is like that too. Slasher was like, you know, long before Slasher's Way, people used to make videos, he didn't make them himself, called Perceptive Play, which were like all about like cool plays that he made. And like if you watch them now, you'd be like, that's ridiculous, everyone does that, but he was like so before his time. That guy's like an absolute genius, and like he was probably the first guy to ever juke someone around trees, you know, like that kind of thing. Like
I thought Bulba invented tree juking. Don't lie to me.
No, I mean Bulba doesn't go nearly as far back as Slasher does. That's like, or if he does, then like he was only playing in like NA circles that are like unknown to me back in Dota 1. I only know Bulba at like the end of Dota 1, but Yeah, we're gonna see this. I mean, it's by the looks of it, it's much more likely to be the player you're talking about, the Deathball Medusa or something. But I just
Are
don't
they even
understand
sending
it.
her mid? Does this actually have? No, General's still going mid. Okay.
I
Because
don't
I've
know.
been seeing mid Medusas.
I think it is mid Medusa.
What's up with the items though?
Uh, that's a
Like,
good
look at
point.
general
But
stuff.
the pool tangos make me think that the Medusa's got to be mid.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, whoa, what the hell? Wait,
Are you,
what?
are you
There were-
just like confusing the who's playing what? Is that what's happening?
No, I'm clicking on... Alright, I was clicking on one person and getting the other person's inventory. Alright, I hope that showed up on stream, because that's... It's like switching for me back and forth right now. They're swapping back and forth on heroes. Do you see this?
It's like that reality TV show.
They just swap back and forth like 5 times.
What?
The battle
Yeah.
begins.
I actually don't know what you're talking about at all. It's
Oh, it's this. Okay, now I see what's happening. We have that stupid lobby bug. Nice. We have the classic. Okay, this makes more sense. We have that bug right now where whatever hero you're clicking on, it's showing for me. So when I'm clicking on Gyrocopter, I'm only looking at the items. I wasn't even looking at the spells, and I was seeing the shared tangos, and I was so confused.
Okay, because I'm like trying very hard to make this conversation make sense, and I'm just like, okay, you're not helping me. What are you talking about?
Jeez. Well, I was so confused because I saw Ilden walking mid, and I clicked on him, and it showed the current items that are on the Gyrocopter, and I'm like, that's weird. Like, those are safe lane items.
That's a
Ah.
strange bug.
Yeah, it's
Probably
very
only
annoying.
happens to Canadians, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird Canadian
well.
bug.
This is gonna be fun. So you guys will whatever. I don't click heroes that well anyway.
So
Sure,
there's
it's fine.
actually going to be an aggressive lane from Elements, which is I think still the appropriate approach. It's only an aggressive dual lane than dying in the next assassin, which it's just a lane to say like we're here, you have to deal with us. They not that threatening when it's 2v3. Like possibly the tri lane could even kill them, but Lycan doesn't just get free farm. Very very important.
No, can't be having that. Earlier, more free farm. They definitely have a really easy Roshan lineup though. Venge, Lycan, Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, I mean if Lycan gets Necro 3 at a good time in this game, it's like it's done. That's it.
That's
And
it.
it even counts as Medusa. Like, and that's like definitely not what it's there for, but it happens to do that too. And Bag nearly dies to King R actually. One more nuke and he would have gone down.
Oh, this is. I can't even click their portraits at the top of the map to move me.
What? Maybe you should
Yeah,
reconnect.
Nah, it doesn't work. I've had it before. Nothing fixes it.
Wow.
Besides, like, closing the entire game. If there's a pause, maybe.
I've never experienced this before, but it sounds very unpleasant to me.
It's okay. I can still move the map everywhere. I just can't see items. But it's okay. We can just press the tab button. Everything's fine, guys.
Okay.
It-
So
it has
Yelp's
to
got
do with
a
their
he's got a
slots.
haste. He's coming mid. Illidan's gonna die. I think maybe no. Mana shield actually just OP. Mana shield OP. I mean, Medusa's got like way more health than she looks like she has.
Yeah, it's unbelievably deceptive. You try and gank her. And just nothing happened. I don't know. Like, she's like barely. She's not taking any damage. You can't even see the mana bar moving. I don't really even understand. Honestly. It like doesn't make sense to me when I come in as a support. I'm like trying to kill her and I'm like trying to watch the mana pool. I get all confused.
Yeah, but it's why like the mana burning heroes are so good against her, like Nyx or
Yeah.
even Lion. Like Lion's level 4 mana drain is like the best DPS in the game against Medusa. Something like that. It's ridiculous. Like in terms of the EHP that you deal per second, it's insane.
Right. Yeah, like basically Pugna.
Yeah. But again, the game's gonna start pretty slowly in terms of kills, and the trend of the day continues. Lots of CIS teams not killing each other early on in the game. Wonder if there was an agreement. It was like, we're so tired of casters talking about CIS style Dota. Like, let guys,
Yeah.
like, there's a kill quota for this tournament. Like, not allowed to make more than 2 kills for every 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm just gonna go with that being the only correct possibility here. Man, Maggie's eating a lot of these flat cannon shots, just trying to stay in range of the experience.
Yeah, it's tricky actually, Mag. I feel like there's a certain point, maybe it's now, at which he just farms jungle. Because he's not controlling Jara at all. He's not putting pressure on Jara. He has been controlling the Oracle, who, by the way, can kill him now. I think he's dead. Oh, no. Oracle doesn't spot him on time and he gets away. If Oracle had got off the combo, that's like definitely a kill. Even without the DD. What Venge set is this? This is a pretty cool Venge set. I want this set.
That is pretty cool. Jeez. Alright, well. We're still 0-0. We still have yet to miss that first blood. This thing is so confusing. I keep clicking heroes before realizing there's no point. It's just kind of funny.
Which hero is going to be first blood?
Solo? Maybe they try and make a dive here. You know, like they get too aggressive, so then they go for the counterplay, but then the decay stacks come up too much and Solo dies, but then they lose both on the side of elements.
I think it's gonna be Mag.
Well, that's a much easier answer.
Yeah, I think the odds are usually in favor of like whoever Jarkov is laning against is usually gonna be first blood in most games. Although Mag just goes off to the jungle, so I don't know. Maybe there'll be no first blood. Do you know if there's like any professional Dota game on record that has 0 kills in it? The game ends without anyone dying.
There's no way. I wonder what the lowest one is though.
How do you think it would affect the metagame if you played a tournament with a rule like that? No kills allowed. You have to beat the enemy team without ever killing them.
Well, what counts? Like, what happens when someone dies? Like, what if a neutral kills them, but you did 99% of damage? That's fine?
That's fine, that's fine. It's just like, you can't kill them. So, you can disable them even, but you can't kill them.
Sounds awful.
It sounds awful and like very, very difficult. Like, how do you play Dota? It's like basically playing like the tower defense. It's like...
What's really making me upset right now is that I was considering closing down the client to try and fix this bug. And yet,
yeah, like someone's gonna die.
Yeah, I was like, someone's gonna die. No, we're 6.5 minutes in, and everyone's still alive.
Illidan, it might be
Illidan. No. It's only level 1, it must be. Oh, not that I would know. Oh. It's not on the minimap. That doesn't count though, I don't think.
I saw it, kind of.
I mean, you're the one who's in control, apparently. So, that's all that really matters.
So... And it's a level 6 for Nature's Prophet as well. Wrath of Nature ups, and now they actually maybe will go for kills at the top lane. Venge coming in behind as well. There's a Sprout, but looks like the jig is up.
I'm gonna TP out. Are they all gonna back away? Cause I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna see if I can fix it.
With me.
Okay. So Zeus is casting spells at the mid lane. That's what you're missing right now. There's Medusa's there too. Medusa's Mystic Snake got changed recently, right? That it just like steals the same on every bounce, which is intro straight at the hero and like really irritate them. Next assassin just got a kill, which I was looking at, but obviously you didn't see. I'm actually joking. I actually missed it somehow, even though it was a 4-hero gank. I don't know why I was looking at Zeus. They killed the Ancient Apparition, so you're almost right about who dies first blood. He died second blood.
Alright, now it's because our slots are different in Dota TV. Good way to end the day. It's okay. Oh great, I'm gonna make this miss almost. Alright, Nature's Prophet. It's coming on out, that Wrath of Nature. The other Wrath from the Thunder God, it is also ready and available if they do need it. He's gonna take that one up. General also gonna fall because of it. Pasha, right onto the tomb. That's a good hero against the tombstone.
Yeah, and the game is starting well for Vega Squadron. And I mean, we spoke about what happens.
I think your friends are onto something.
Yeah, it's you know what's funny? They don't pick Lycan because like no one likes to play Lycan. So the way they do the strategy is with Arc Warden, which obviously you can't pick in CM. And Arc Warden is a safe lane farmer, and it just rashes like minus Necros. I mean, right. the plus side is you get twice the number of Necros when you actually push. But I don't like we were discussing yesterday. Like the Arc Warden's not really relevant in the strategy. It could be anything. So why not just make it a Lycan and have an actual carry hero?
Man, who doesn't like playing Lycan? He's so much fun to play. Serious wolves scouting out around you, farming the jungle. I just like A-click jungle camps with my hero and farm lanes with my wolves. It's awesome.
Well, you clearly like farming a lot.
It's very relaxing.
I don't know.
Just punching some creeps.
I like doing things. Even
Yeah,
when
then
I'm
you
like,
get a BKB and kill stuff.
you know, I play support and I get no farm, and then the carry leaves the lane. I'm like, oh, this farm. I'm gonna take the farm, and then after like 30 seconds, I'm like, okay, I'm bored. I want to kill someone. That's different kind of Dota players we are.
Yeah, I was like you once.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And then I realized the error of my ways and how fun buying big items are.
Because NA Dota is all about farming, right?
Yeah, totally.
Whereas here in South Africa, we're all about the gank.
Yeah, well,
That's not true. That's definitely not true. Actually, that's in case anyone's from South Africa is listening. It's
you got your
Africans
own
are-
meta.
South Africans are very bad at ganking. Almost all of them, very very bad at ganking. Not that they don't try, but still, game slows down again. Not a lot of fighting. Story of the day.
This is what Dota was like before 6.85. 6.85 was pretty crazy. It was like non-stop
Dire's
fights in a
bottom
lot of
tower
games.
is under attack.
Like there were tusks everywhere, so he was always trying to get active, hopping on top of everybody. His first pick every game. Tinies and Banes in like every mid lane.
Have you ever heard anyone talk about the glory days of old Blink Dagger in Dota 1?
Dire's bottom
No,
tower is under
was it
attack.
glorious?
Yeah, the very old Blink Dagger didn't have the disable one damage thing, so you could just blink out whenever you wanted. So every hero just bought Blink Dagger. There was a patch where like literally every hero rushed Blink Dagger. Well, Piran's gonna get caught. It actually escapes. I mean, it was awesome to watch Dota in that patch because there's just so much action all the time because blinking in, blinking out, like nothing to stop it. But that was like how Valve do. Well, it wasn't Valve back then. It was, I don't know who it was, but it's like this oppressive thing that happens in every game, so they change it. So that's when Blink Dagger got that disable one damage thing,
Right.
and always been there since. They've tried very hard to push Blink Dagger back to the same position without taking away that one drawback. Whenever they buff it, they make sure that that's like they still keep that because they remember the good old days of you get ganked and you just blink away. Like, yeah.
Well, they're gonna use an Ice Blast to scout out this tower, and after a little bit of action down here, I can clean up those kills. It means we can finally get a little bit of a tower push, but next guy's coming in Vendetta. It looks like they spotted that out with a handy little treant back there, so they're gonna know exactly what's going on.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
If they had a sentry,
So-
I'm sure they just put it down and kill him.
Vega's plan's progressing as planned. Their plan is progressing as planned. That's like poor use of words, whatever. Element's plan, I'm not too sure. It's a bit iffy actually. I mean, I can see why they went back to Medusa, and certainly if they get to late game, Medusa and Gyrocopter holding high ground against like a push strategy, not too difficult. Also, both of them should be able to tank the global burst, but they need to get there, and they have this weird tension in their draft where like Nyx wants to make kills, and Dying wants to group up and push. Oracle wants to heal people, and then there's like Medusa that wants to only farm, and Gyro that wants to farm and fight. So it's not like that much of a coherent, altogether put together plan. Whereas Vega have like exactly the
Dire's middle
opposite,
tower is under attack.
thoroughly coherent. You can see the multiple avenues in which these heroes like coordinate and synergize with one another. We already saw in the previous game that Vega, in terms of their execution, in terms of their play, looked like a tier ahead of Elements, and now I think in terms of their draft, maybe the same, even though it is like definitely a cheese strat. I mean, I don't know if that's a swear word. Do you think like is there something, like is it disrespectful when you describe something as cheese?
I think maybe it's gone a little bit beyond the realm. Like it is pretty cheesy though. Like,
I mean, because in some sense, when you're
Zeus-
calling a draft cheesy, what you're saying is that they drafted well. That's like.
Yeah, it has like two connotations. It has a connotation of you're not this good of a team, you just drafted something that we weren't prepared for, or is stupid and we ban an element of it if we had known about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like they're the first time doing IO Tiny, and someone's like, "Holy shit, that's really good. I'm always gonna ban Tiny now."
Yeah. I agree. I just think there's another part of it which is like, a lot of the time, what you're really criticizing is that the team won the game in the draft, and I think it's a totally legitimate place to win the game. You know, like
Yeah.
it's we should praise teams when they outdraft people. But speaking of which, mid
Oh,
lane,
nice.
Illidan,
Staff.
it's got
That's pretty well
ultis,
done.
really tank, but
I
not
got
that
it.
tank. This happened in the previous game too. I mean, later in the game, but do you remember, Spectre was like, they would just gank him with like 5v1, and somehow
Yeah.
he's alone. Like, there's a certain kind of awareness I feel like. I don't think it's on Odin, I think it's on the whole
Oh.
team that's...
Did that dust clip Nyx? I don't think it did. It was like
No.
on the rim.
No, I clicked on Nyx, it didn't.
Yeah.
Is your thing fixed?
No.
That's
It's fine.
too
Don't
bad.
worry. I mean, I couldn't see the debuff. I just wanted to be sure because it really looked like he was under it.
But yeah, it's like, I just feel like Vega Squadron, they shouldn't be so easily able to like whole team smoke onto Illidan and kill him without elements being onto them. Like, yeah, they deserve some of the credit themselves, but that's like a two-way thing. Like, maybe if there are 3 of you, but literally your whole team.
Well, Pasha, he's got that lad up, and I'd say he's probably ready for Roshan whenever they want to go. I'm not sure Mag, he's building up down here. He's going right for the drums, Aghanim's phase boots. Apparently this is it. This is the only build you are allowed to do on Nature's Prophet. That is what I've learned today.
He's gonna go Octarine after that, and
See,
just like...
I told Ryu that last time, and the guy ended up getting a scythe, and I was wrong.
already. Okay.
I was offended, because everyone else did.
Yeah, I mean, like, that is the default, but if you really needed a scythe, you really needed a scythe, you know. Sometimes it's like when you really need the bathroom, you have to go. Doesn't matter if you wanted to go, but you really need the bathroom, you still go to the bathroom. That's like a side
Well
advice. But yeah, the Nature's Prophet Axe is like totally OP, by the way. It's like something that needs a nerf. And the thing is, like, well, Nyx
it
is
the
coming in,
damage
it's
that
supposed
needs
to
a
see...
Either way,
Yeah, that's
Tombstone. Yeah, they're gonna get it. Okay, coming in. There's a little bit of Stone Gaze. That Zeus ult, though, it is hurting. Swap. Back to the pit, trying to save no one, trying to let him keep pumping out this damage. Seema looks like he might pay for his life. Lycans clean up some on the backside. They've now lost 3. And largely because of these saves. That was so well played.
This
Pretty
is
sure
like-
that fight goes completely to Seema.
Yeah, and this is... yeah, I don't know. This is close to... the game is close to over at this point. It's
I
getting
mean,
there.
I shouldn't take anything from 9 Pasha. I saw him running around on the outside there, but they couldn't even bring down the Zeus with all that effort. Then the 9 Pasha just comes in, cleans him up amongst the static field being thrown out here.
But yeah, going back to the previous discussion, I think the Fear on Axe damage is the problem. I think you're exactly spot on. Because
Yeah,
the
the cheesy
thing is,
part's fine.
there's just too many heroes where like... the same thing happened with Venge. Like, I actually think Venge Axe is really good now too, because the original buffs it gave were already good. And then they add more ones, and that's why people buy it. But it's still got the original ones, which are also really good. Like, it makes sense to me, like Sand King or Undying. They gave a new upgrade and then took away the old one, whereas with Furon and Venge, they didn't do that. And with Furon in particular, you would buy the axe just to create more trees, right?
Yeah.
You would. And the fact that it also gives more damage, so that, like, it's a good item build-up for your global combo, I think that's unreasonable.
Oh, Medusa looks like she's working towards, I guess it's the Yasha, is it? Not sure if she's anything in her stash. Oh, there we go. This is kind of funny. Tombstone. Oh, the Sprout. Mags is gonna like watch us. He puts a ward on the cliff, aka Sprout.
Oh, the next assassin's been spotted, but Vengeful Spirit on her own. And
Swap?
gonna do it on her own.
They're getting pretty low here, man. If there was anyone else here, I'd tell you, where's this like? There's no one. He's coming in. 9 Pasha. I might have taken the wrong route here, but he'll find out. Oh god. Illidan. These necro books. Illidan might tilt and just GG in a moment here.
Yeah, that's the funny. It's the Vengeful's alone, like super unformed, 5 position Venge. Nyx assassin comes up to her and she's got a sentry and she's like, "Cool, I'm gonna take this fight because you know what? Lycan has 522 move speed, and everyone else is freaking global abilities. So Venge is actually never alone in this game. It's a great time to be a Vengeful Spirit.
All the spells are flying. Alright, there's gonna be a blinking now. Come on, Yoku. You can save this game, can't you?
Radiant's top
Come
tower
on,
has
let's
fallen.
go, boys. Bring it on back. Look at a tower. They're gonna play it safe. They're not gonna GG yet. It's 15-2. The total net worth lead, you guys are probably wondering about by now. It is, just a casual 14,000 lead. It actually gets updated now. It's 16,000 net worth.
Vegas Squadron are
experience.
just such a clever team. I don't know. I would love to know like who does the most of the thinking or planning, design for them, shot calling, that kind of stuff. Like you can assume that it's Siomo because he like drafts, but that might not be true.
I'm pretty impressed by the fact that he opened up with a Nature's Prophet Zeus, and yet it's not this like they were just like, oh, no Spectre, no Ember, and they were expecting something. Maybe they were thinking like a Beastmaster or something to come out next, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's a Prophet going 4-roll or more of that global idea, but...
Yeah, it's another advantage actually of this kind of draft, this kind of like global but also push. Okay, Mag probably died here, but everyone else dies
but
too.
the Ice Blast. On point. General, what level is it? 2? Dead.
Dire's top
Venge
tower
actually
is
gets the kill with the
under
wave.
attack.
Oh, and it's a mechanism here from the AA, isn't that sweet?
So
Not your
I have to
typical.
admit, I don't. You know, Lycan got changed in this patch. The way the wolves work and the way the ulti works, the crit. Like when you ulti, everything gets crit, but the wolves don't normally have crit. They've got cripple now, and I have to admit, I've actually never noticed the wolf crippling someone, even though I've probably seen it many times. I don't know if you've like been watching a fight and you're like, ha, Lycan's wolf just crippled that guy. Does it have an animation or?
I don't think I've ever specifically noticed it. I knew it was an effect. I think.
There are only
probably
slows
just
attacks,
mistake it
so
for a main.
you wouldn't like notice if they're not gonna walk slower.
No.
It's a difficult thing to notice when like
Middle tower is
your
under
attack speed only is.
I actually, because I know I used to play quite a bit of Lycan, obviously you used to get the crit, so now the way the crit works is that's passed on to all his units instead.
Yes, the Necros get crit as well. When he ultis, they all get crits.
And they
But
also get
it's-
max movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
okay.
really scary actually. Necro 3, like
Oh,
you
here we go.
ulti
I
your
can actually
wolves and your
click it now.
Necros can.
Can
Your
you
wolves and
click
your
on
Necros
Lycan?
when you're in ulti form can like solo kill a hero for sure without you.
Click on the Lycan. There you go. Thank you. I'm gonna read it. So it is the same, except yeah, you take the crit and then nice.
Yeah.
Cannot be slowed. Yeah. So same thing. Just.
That's my plan for the rest of the game. I'm gonna try and notice when these summon wolves cripple things. They're probably doing it all the time. Like they're probably doing it when they're hitting neutrals and stuff. I don't think there's an animation for it.
Does it say hero on it? No, target.
Yeah, look, they're doing it.
Is it that slightly louder noise?
Oh, I don't actually. My game sounds are really soft right now.
Oh, I think was that the noise? It's kind of like a. Did you like
Yeah.
that? That was my sound effect.
That might be it. Why are my game sounds so soft? Maybe I should put my game sounds up. And then
Make you a better player.
all will be well in the world. I don't think they were that soft. I think it's just we're so loud that I don't hear them.
Oh, is that what it is? We're so great.
Yeah, exactly. And Solo's actually bought a mech on A. Not saying that like we've definitely seen it before. But it's not the most common AA build. It's about their strategy really.
Yeah.
Keep up and push, and it is. I mean, you got to keep that in counts, right? They've got their sort of cheesy global strategy, but as the enemy team gets more farmed, the damage is less relevant. And Furion with the item build up that he's got, Ags and Doctrine, it's not really combat orientated. So the damage output from Vega drops off at some points. There's like a sweet spot that elements hit if they were to win like 1 or 2 fights in a row. So I think it's important that Vega realize that even though they have complete control over the game, they want to end it. I think they want to end it like in the next. They want to start going high ground in the next 10 minutes or so.
How does the Octarine fit into the idea of the damage from the ultimate? It seems to me that all it really does is obviously it gives you a multiple time. It's going to decrease your cooldown. I guess it does go all the way down to 45 seconds, or what's the new Octarine core? Is it 30? Yeah, it's 45. Okay. So 45 seconds on the ultimate. I feel like it's better for that whole split push game as opposed to this group up game. But then again, the sprouts are so handy. What's the cooldown on that? It becomes ridiculous.
You can permanently sprout people, I think.
You can permanently sprout, yeah. It's only the cat's time that's different.
I've never seen that, but it'd probably be a great way to troll someone to just like stand there sprouting them forever and not actually kill them.
Well, Undying
Be
is
in
passed
trees.
on to the other world. Are there any sticks still on AMA? Can someone get Bob Rost? No. Yeah, you're winning this battle.
the game
Ice
is
Blast,
ending.
they're gonna call GG, yeah. Oh, they can even dive the well because he's got the Ice Blast. Oh, come on. Come on, there's the buyback. Yoku, he takes himself a kill. And that's the end of the game. And that is the end of, well, that's it for today. Oh, he had come full
For
circle.
EU, you're not doing any.
No, I have to go to work tonight. At my
Yeah,
job.
I think I'm gonna go have dinner or something.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Vega Squadron get a
Oh,
win,
yeah, that's right.
right?
2-0.
and
Yeah, well,
it's looking. I mean,
it's only 1 point each win though these days.
yeah, but the way it's working out, by the looks of it for me, Vega Squadron and Team Liquid